OOPZILLA. Okay, this one's going to require a little bit of work here, but we're going to take our time and get it done right, okay? So now I'm going to add these two guys together right here. But before I do that, I'm going to use Ghost Dialer to break this guy up right here because he's not in the right form that I want to see. So I'm going to have x squared plus 15x plus 50. Ghost Dialer, template. I'm going to pull down the 15 and pull out the 50 over here. There's 1s over here, b sub 1, b sub 2. Now this is going to break down to 5 times 10, okay? My invisible 1s are going to sit up front. I'm going to follow my notes. My note says I put a 5 here and a 10 here. Now over here I'm going to rewrite this to be a 1 up front, a 5, a 1 in the back, and a 10 up front. And there's no negatives, so I don't have to worry about adjusting anything, okay? Now, I'm going to have a b sub 1, c, b sub 2, a, equal. This b sub 1 is going to be 10 times 1. B sub 2 is going to be 1 times a 5. These heads go together, the back heads go together, the front heads go together, and the receiver comes around. I'm dealing in x, so I can multiply all this stuff times x. Circle this, 0. Then this would just rewrite it over here so I can save the space because I need a lot of space for this problem. X plus 10 times x plus 5. Okay, we see that right there. And here's the other one over there. Everything's starting to match up. Okay, now let's start adding puppies together. Okay, this times this. I'm going to save space but by not putting it down here separately. I'm just going to hold off on this guy. This time this is going to give me 2x, x plus 10. Then this time this, I'm going to get plus 7 times all this stuff right here, which is this times that. And then I'm going to have this as my denominator, which I'm going to pull the 2 out here. I'm going to have a square on this guy. And then x plus 5. And let me check my notes, okay? Let me see how far I am with my notes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. My notes are holding up. Yes, yes, and yes again. Yes, everything's right. Now, note that I have an x plus 10 and x plus 10 over here, all separating by this plus sign right here. So now I'm going to pull this 2x out to the front, then plus 7, which is attached to this side with this 5, x plus 5, all multiplied times x plus 10. Now this bottom part is just going to be 2 times x plus 10 squared times x plus 5. That's going to cancel, and it's going to leave just one of them down here. Now I can, I need another bracket, sorry. And now what I can do is multiply through. I'm going to have 2x. This is going to be plus 7x plus 35, I think? Yes. And all over. And I'm going to let this guy hang out for a second. That's going to be 2 times x plus 10, x plus 5. So that's what this is if you just add these two guys up together. So let's see if I can take a shortcut. Absolutely, I see a shortcut coming. And hold on a second. Let me use that shortcut. That'll save me some processing time. Okay, so let's move this guy all the way back up again. And that's going to be over 2 times x plus 10, then x plus 5. Now, it's going to be subtracted to this guy. Here's my shortcut. Check this out. I see a shortcut. Notice that I have a 2 over here and a 2 over here, and x plus 5 over here and x plus 5 over here. I'm just missing this guy, so let's put him there. That'll be x plus 10 over, and then I put like this. That means that's multiplying times 1. That's a shortcut, believe me, because I was going to have to do some nasty multiplications and some more grouping. It would have worked, but it would just taken longer. So now I have everything over the same denominator. So let's pull out the same denominator, which is 2 times x plus 10 times x plus 5. Now this guy, let's string him out. 2x, and see if I did that in my notes. Well, he's going to be 9. I'm sorry. 9x plus 35. That's going to be a minus 3x over on this side, minus 30. Now when I add those, or when I combine all that stuff together, let's see what I'm going to get. That's going to be a 6x, looks like. So I'm going to have a positive 6x, and that's going to become just a positive 5. Okay, so that's the answer. 6x plus 5 over this monstrosity right here. And there's a restriction that you don't let x be equal to negative 5, nor let it be equal to 10. Or it will cause this thing, or negative 10, it will cause this thing to blow up. And we don't want that to happen. OOPZILLA.